Sharpen Right Services, League City, Texas. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Live stream. So this morning we're doing grafting knives. Now, grafting knives are what gardeners use to graft different plants. I don't know. I'm not a gardener, so I don't know. But these are Victorinox, or the old Swiss Army knife type. These are single bevel knives, pocket knives. And I've already cleaned them all up. They had some sap and resin from the plants that these guys use. I cleaned them up on the buffing wheel, the Scotch Brite wheels, radial wheels. And I've already sharpened one for a short video. I'm going to sharpen the other three this morning on a live stream and kind of narrate what I'm doing. So I sharpen these every year or so, or these I have. I've sharpened these in the past. I had two brand new ones from the same client, and I already sharpened this one this morning, and it is razor sharp. It's ready to go. So we're going to sharpen this one next. And how I sharpen them is I do a scratch test first, and I already did the other one, and it was 18 degrees. So we're going to assume this one's 18 degrees also, but we're going to check it out first. So I'm going to mount it in my clamp. I'm using the AMK 76, I'm sorry, AMK 75 today. And I'm sorry if y'all can hear the background noise. My neighbor's mowing his grass. Of course, when I'm doing a live stream, he would be mowing his grass, but oh well, it's all fun, right? So we're going to do a little scratch test. Take out our digital angle finder, zero out to the platen. And I'm going to set the angle at 18 degrees. 18 degrees on the dot. Then we're going to do a little scratch here, just a little bump on the belt. And it's right at 18 degrees. So like I said, this is a single bevel knife. Carbon steel too. So he was complaining that these were really dull and wanted me to get them really razor sharp for him. So we're going to use this 120, 3M 120 grit Cubitron belt to start. And we got a burr at the back, but we don't have a burr on the rest of the blade. So I just want to take my time with this. I don't want to overheat the blade. We're almost there. We're trying to create a nice apex on this blade. Got a burr across there and there, but not in the middle. All right, we got a burr all the way across the blade now. Looks good. All right, so that was a 120. Now we're going to go to 200 Trizac. And it only takes a couple of passes. Once you get that apex, .600. Look how pretty that looks. Got a nice burr. Blade's not hot. .1200. Now what I like to do is take me a little piece of leather and see if I can remove most of that burr before I go to the next belt. Still got a little burr on it. Ooh, almost cut myself. So this is when I'm going to use the felt belt. And this doesn't take off material, but it will help take off that burr on the back side of this single edge knife, or at least flip it over for me. Go back to the leather. All right, so my burr's gone on the back side. Do a little bit more polishing with that felt belt. Still got a burr I see on there. Flipping in the light, I can see a little refraction of light on that burr. Well, good morning. Thanks for watching. I hope you hit that thumbs up button, and I hope you will subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. All right. All right. Now we're going to go to our stropping belt. Going to use a little bit of aluminum oxide compound on our belt. And since these are grafting knives, we want them just razor sharp. He brings them back after the season or early in the season, like now, spring in Texas, and gets me to sharpen them every year. He has some fixed blade ones last year. These are all folders, and I've done 2 of these folders, but I haven't done this one before. Have not sharpened this one before. All right. I'm gonna go clean it with a little rubbing alcohol. So there we go. We got that one sharpened. You can see that blade or not. Oh man, that is really sharp. And cut myself is what I'm going to do. So that's ready to go to work. All right, we got 2 more to do. So these are Victorinox. And I did sharpen this with this one last year. It's still pretty sharp, but these guys want these razor sharp. So when they're doing the grafting of the plants, so they're about 18 degrees, but I'm still going to do a scratch test. So I put the marker on the blade so I can see where it is landing on the belts. This is another single bevel knife. I'm putting it in the clamp right now. So there we go. We're going to do it 18 degrees and see what it looks like. Just a little bump on the belt. And that's it, 18 degrees. Oh, y'all see that? And I've already got a burr. The burr in the middle is thinner than on the ends, so I'm gonna run it 1 or 2 more times across the flatten. All right, that feels a little bit more consistent. Well, I appreciate y'all watching out there. Hope you hit that thumbs up button. I also hope you subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas out. Tell me where you're watching from. We're in Southeast Texas. We're in League City, Texas, which is halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. Hey, thanks for watching from Oregon. It's early out there. You must be sitting around having your coffee this morning. What kind of knife? Is it a pocket knife or something like that? Like a pocket knife, I charge $5 for these little pocket knives. So yeah, I got a burr on the other side there. And this is where I am gonna use the felt belt to push that burr back over. This is a single bevel grafting knife. So I've created a burr. I don't want to get it off. But if it's a fixed blade knife, it's going to be about $8. So I got a little bit of burr down here on the bottom. It won't come loose with the leather. So I'm going to take a wine cork. Just kind of run it across with a wine cork there. That works pretty good. I have no idea. Whatever it costs for you to ship the knife to me is what I'll charge you to ship it back. I'm in the 77573 area code. All right, I would guess through U.S. Postal Service about $12. You can look at my website, sharpenright.com. My contact information is on there, and we can work it out. All right, so we're going to go to the leather now. Well, people watching, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. When you do, you're supporting a small business in Texas. So this is just a leather stropping belt. I want this little blade just razor sharp. They came in, they had a lot of sap or resin from the plants that whatever he grafts. I'm not sure what this guy plants. So I got a little burr down at the bottom there that I keep seeing. Light is your friend when you're sharpening, and I get a little refraction of light right there. Everything else looks pretty cool. All right, I think we got this one looking pretty good. It's mirror finish on it. All right, so we're gonna let me clean this up with a little alcohol. I'm gonna get ready for the next blade. Clean it. We've got one more to do. Well, I appreciate you pumping up my channel there. So there we go. Just do a little nail test and it grabs the nail really, really good. So that thing is very sharp. He'll be very happy with that. All right, let's do one more. It's another Victorinox. Like I said, I cleaned them up really good before we started with the Scotch Brite wheels. Got a little sap right there inside of it. So, I mean, it's sharp, but it's not sharp like he wants it. So here we go. Let me mount it. I got to mount it in my clamp first. All right, use my marker. It's going to be 18 degrees. 18 is a good number because the steel on these aren't super hard. And so if I go much lower than that, it will dull the first bud that he grafts. It's gonna dull the blade. And he brings these knives to me every year. At least for the last 3 years he has. Maybe longer than that. All right, let's see if we got the and we got it. See the scratch? Where we remove the marker? That means we have the angle correct. And I'm looking for a burr. I got one. I'm just gonna do another pass. And that's it. We have an apex. We have a burr all the way across that blade. I can feel it on the backside. All right, we can move on. So that was a 120. This is a 200. Got a little swale right there, and I see a little flat spot. Tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the 120 because the 200 is not evening that steel out. All right, I got an even grind now. Much better. This is 1200. We did 120, 200, 600, 1200. Now we're going to go to the felt belt to take the burr off. See if I can get the burr off with the piece of leather first. And this is where I'll go to the other side to flip that burr the other way. And the metal on these knives is pretty tough. Puts a pretty rough burr on there. Wine cork will get it off though. And we'll buff a little bit more. And then the leather will really make this sharp. All right, we're going to go to the leather now. Still see a little burr on there. That burr's tough on this one. There we go. I got it. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at. Me and the dogs are just hanging out, doing a little sharpening. Got some pet grooming shears to do after this. All right, let me clean it with some alcohol. So there we go. Know if y'all can see the edge or not on that. It's very sharp. So he's ready to do whatever he does with the grafting knives. He does some kind of plants, and I don't know what it is. Hope you guys have a great day. So this is what we did this morning on this live stream. 4 folding grafting knives for a client. And so he can do whatever he can graft whatever he grafts plant wise. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We appreciate everybody's support for our little small business down here in Texas. I hope you have a blessed day wherever you are. Cheers from Southeast Texas.